is Chris. I know it's been a really long time. I've had just a lot going on, and I'm just going to call this a winter update because it's finally spring. The snow is melted. Finally, it's almost Easter. It's Easter tomorrow. So here's an update video. It looks like I have a lot, but I really haven't done much. So this was one of my mother's Christmas presents. It's Lizzie Kate's A Time for God. It's stitched on 30 count coffee linen, I believe, with the recommended threads. And I actually found a frame that worked, and I framed it myself. It's not the best framing job. I'm actually seeing a wrinkle right now, but she loves it, so there's that. I'm going to adopt Carolyn Mazzio. Oh well, Carolyn, forgive me for saying it wrong if I'm saying it wrong. I'm going to adopt her FFO, Final Finished Object. I think that's what it was. Something like that. And here is another. This is my Christmas TARDIS that I did for the Cross Stitch and Discuss 2, Cross Stitch and Discuss 2 Christmas challenge, and you had to complete a Christmas whip, start and complete it, I think by Christmas Eve, maybe, and I just squeaked in right under the wire on that one. So I don't remember the fabric. It was a 28 count even weave, something I got, I think it was at Joann's or Michael's, so it's nothing, it's not like anything special or anything. That's just what it happened to look best on. Cute little simple stitch, and yeah, it stitched up really quickly, and I love it. I love Doctor Who. So there's that. Then we'll go on to whips. So everybody's seen this. This is the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Storytime sampler, the stitch along for this year for 2015, and I am up to April. I haven't started April yet. I plan on doing that this weekend, but I'm going to have to put it off. I ended up having to work some overtime, which is a long story I won't get into. So I ended up working last night, and I got nothing done. This is on 32 count Storm linen from Picture, or no, it's Lugana from Picture This Plus. It's beautiful, and I love it. I'm not having as many problems as a lot of other people are having. I'm not having to pick it out. The filigree's going okay, but it is, I think there's something about this fabric that's really difficult on the eyes. If you look at it really closely, I don't know, it's just hard to see. So I don't wear bifocals and I don't wear readers, but I find that when I stitch on this fabric, I do have to switch to, I think they're 1.50 reading glasses, and then I'm able to do it. So hopefully next weekend I will whip out April, which is Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. I've done a few changes, nothing really dramatic. I changed Alice's dress. I put a pinafore on. I stitched the robin a little bit differently on the Secret Garden so that you could actually see it. Changed the door a little bit, and I did the hollyhocks and French knots, which I've finally learned how to do. And on March, which is Sherlock Holmes, the only thing I've really done is I have tweeted his cape thingy jacket and his cap, because he's Sherlock and it should be tweed. I added some Krennic flames to the candles. You can't really see it. I added smoke to the pipe, and I stitched the teapot in Krennic. It's like a pewter color. I thought it was kind of fading into the background the way that it was charted, so I just changed that up a little bit. I find that is happening a lot. Again, I think it's just the fabric color. But if you do things as charted, it seems not to be very well defined. So I'm just making some changes as I go along. And next, I had abandoned this until about a month ago. I picked it back up. This is the Joan Elliott Faces Mystery Stitch Along that started last year. The last time you guys saw this, I had only stitched the angel and I have no idea why my iPad's doing that. Sorry about that. I had stitched the angel and the cat, so I was way far behind, and it was all the way down to the peacock, which I'm stitching now. But I picked it back up. I needed kind of a break for my eyes. This is on a 14 count opalescent Aida, and my eyes just kind of needed a break from all the 32 count, so I picked this up and I stitched the water nymph, the unicorn, the little, I think she's called wood nymph, and I'm working on the peacock now. This square has just been released within the last week or so, so I just picked up the floss to do that one, and then we're just going to be waiting for the last square, and then I'll have everything still to bead. I haven't beaded any of it yet. So that's that so far, and I don't know why I even put this down. I actually really like it. I think I was just feeling pressure from all of the stitch-alongs that I was in, and I just kind of have gotten to the point where I know they're supposed to be fun, and I know it's not a race, but I see everybody's progress, and I'll get to that with Persephone here. And I see everybody's progress, and everybody is so far ahead of me, and it just bothers me that I'm so far behind. And you just saw the back of my work unintentionally. It's horrible. And, you know, I just feel all this pressure when I'm stitching it. And I just decided I'm going to join some sals occasionally, sometimes, if I feel like it. And I can't put the pressure on myself. This is my, where I left off on Persephone. I haven't worked on her since probably February. And I really do love her. Not happy with the way some of the white's looking. I'm going to have to pick it out and redo it. You can see the stitches aren't looking the best in through here, so I'm going to just pick that out and redo it. I debated, I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth about whether to do her skin over one. And this is where the whole feeling like, okay, everybody's so far ahead of me, I'm never going to get done if I stitch this skin over one. So I decided to just go ahead and stitch it over two. It still looks beautiful. I'm okay with it. This is on a 32 count Jobelin from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. It's called Verdigris, and I think it's really pretty. I was afraid it was going to fade too much into it, just with the color of her dress, but I think it's actually going to turn out really well. So that's that. And there is really not much to show on my Heaven and Earth design. Last time you guys saw it, I don't think any of this was filled in. I started working down a little bit. I cannot park. I tried, made me crazy. This I have not picked up since January, so I haven't done anything. I started working a little bit on the Krennic. I'll get back to it. I just don't know when. We'll see. And I had made a kind of deal with myself that I wasn't going to buy any more stash other than the clubs that I'm in. I'm in Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. I'm in her Fabric of the Month club. And I was in Mo's Sales Thread of the Month club. And I just said, you know what? I have so much stuff. I just need to stop buying. And then I hurt my back. The cat kind of tripped me on the stairs on Christmas. And she had her little Christmas toy and she dropped it on the stairs and was weaving in and out between my feet, and I slipped on the toy and I bounced down 8 stairs on my hip. And that did not feel good. And the stairs aren't carpeted. They're just like old wooden stairs. So it was several weeks on. I tried to do it on my own and couldn't, and I ended up having to go to the doctor and do some physical therapy and get some medication. So when I was on the pain pills, I started ordering things again. I'm not good with pain medication. They shouldn't give it to me. I'm just going to start moving some stuff over. So the Primitive Hair had a sale in March, I believe, and it was 20% off, and I have been coveting these two designs for quite some time, so I went ahead and bought those, and Gosh, I don't know why my iPad's doing that. I don't know if it's even going to show up when I download it, but I'm sorry about that, guys. I went ahead and I also bought the fabric. It took about a month to get here from Italy, so I don't think that was too bad. But this is the, oh, that's annoying. This is the Old Salem linen that is recommended for the, I don't have a big stash of just plainish fabric, so I went ahead and ordered it. So that's that. I got 2 pieces of that, and I also got, this is Red Riding Hood, and then I also went ahead and got Sleeping Beauty. And of course, shortly after I ordered both of those, she released a chart for Snow White and Rapunzel and had them on an even better sale. But I haven't even stitched these yet. They're not going anywhere. I don't need to have them all. I keep telling myself I don't need to have them all. The completionist in me feels like I need to have it all. And, oh, I think I forgot to bring some stuff over. Did I? Oh, crud. I'm back. So it turns out what I was looking for was right underneath what I was already looking at, and I didn't realize it. That's what happens when you try to do things when you work night shift and you are up all night and then you're doing stuff all day and you should be sleeping, but you're not. You're making a video that's way overdue. So I know I said no more stitch-alongs or very limited stitch-alongs, and this is one of the ones that I am going to allow myself to do. I really, really love Joan Elliott designs, and the very first one I ever saw, and it was when I wasn't stitching anymore, and I'd taken kind of a break, was this design, the Earth Goddess. So I ordered this, and that's what I'm going to stitch for the stitch-along. Coincidentally, the fabric for, I believe this was November, from Stephanie was Nature's Dance, and I think it's going to look really good on there. So that's what I'm going to use for her. And then I'm going to a retreat at Hershey. I believe, I don't remember exactly when it is. But Joan Elliott and Ursula Michael are going to be there, and I've never stitched anything by Ursula Michael before. So I ordered this. I've seen some other people are stitching it. I think it's really pretty. I, coincidentally again, going to use one of my fabrics of the month. I believe I'm going to use Frozen Fractals. I think this was January's? No, this was December's fabric. This is a 28 count Jaslyn. It is so super soft. I've never stitched on Jaslyn. I really like it. So that's that. These are all the threads, Krennic beads and stuff like that those 2 designs called for. That was a late night 1, 2, 3 stitch.